Good morning, everyone. This is Lady Dragon speaking. It is Sunday, July 31st, the last day of the month, and it's 11:21 a.m. And today we're gonna do the naval parade. It's Naval Day parade in Russia. So I have the entire parade to show you. So I'm gonna show it to you in a few moments. Bonjour tout le monde, c'est la parade d'aujourd'hui à Saint-Pétersbourg. C'est la Naval Day en Russie. On va regarder ça. Après ça, on va prendre un petit break, puis on va faire le cours de russe. Après ça, on va faire les nouvelles. Puis après ça, j'ai les fireworks de la Naval Day à 3h30. Il faut tout faire finir ça avant 3h30. So, this is how it's going to go. If we're going to do the parade, it's an hour and 20 minutes. And then we're going to take a little break. Then we're going to do the Russian course like we always do. And then we're going to do the news. And then after that, we have the fireworks at 3:30 this afternoon. So, welcome everybody and enjoy this beautiful parade. Didn't see it, so we're going to watch it together. J'ai pas vu, on va la regarder ensemble, ça va être super cool. Enjoy!
And guests of St. Petersburg. Today, on July the 31st of 2022, the Russian Federation and its armed forces are marking Navy Day. Like
Not sure what's going on here, just bear with me.
Today, on July the 31st of 2022, the Russian Federation and its armed forces are marking Navy Day. Like a lens, this last Sunday in July brings naval traditions from different eras of Russian history into sharp focus. Established in 1939 by resolution of the Council of People's Commissars, this annual celebration built on 3 centuries of Russian tradition of holding demonstrations and naval parades to celebrate naval victories, state holidays, and important anniversaries. Today, you will witness a 6th edition of the main naval parade here in St. Petersburg. You will see the sailors and the warships from the Baltic Fleet, the Black Sea Fleet, the Northern Fleet, the Pacific Fleet, and the Caspian Flotilla, as well as the representatives from the Russian naval facility in Syria. About 15,000 people are participating in Navy Day. More than 200 ships of different classes, over 80 aircraft, about 120 pieces of other military equipment will be on display today. To highlight generational continuity, the vessels of the modern Russian Navy are accompanied by the sailing ships of the St. Petersburg Yacht Club, brigantines Russia and Triumph, carte local, and schooners Lady L and Nadezhda. The history of the Russian Navy is a chronicle of heroic exploits, a showcase of courage, high combat readiness, professionalism and military excellence of Russian sailors, great geographical discoveries, remarkable achievements of Russian science, technology and industry, and inspired work of the country's scientists, designers, engineers and shipbuilders. The Russian Navy has been significantly upgraded in recent time. We now see new ships being built and existing operational ships are being upgraded and overhauled. In October 2021, the Severodvinsk Yasin-class nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine from the submerged and the surface position conducted Zircon hypersonic cruise missiles. In February 2022, the same test was conducted by the Admiral Gorshkov frigate. They will both participate in the parade. Emergency and rescue exercises were held in January 2022. The exercises were attended by 160 warships and boats, 8 submarines, 45 support vessels, 45 aircraft, 13 coastal missile systems. Today, the Navy is a balanced branch of armed forces. It can operate in 4 environments simultaneously. It features surface ships and submarines, naval air force, marines, and coastal troops. Russia's new shipbuilding technology, new physical principles underlying the development of modern weapons and military equipment, new naval tactics combined with our sailors' great professionalism, selfless devotion, and dedication to the motherland all demonstrate one thing: Russia is secure against any seaborne threats. As Peter the Great said, the Navy guarantees the state its prosperity, power, and glory.
Salut tout le monde. Allô Martine, allô Lynn, allô Yvan, allô tout le monde. Oui, Vlad, il va venir parler aussi. Vlad is going to come and speak. So, I'm not sure how this thing is going to go, but it's going to be beautiful. See all these boats. It's going to be fun. Ça va être le fun. On va voir de ces beaux bateaux-là. Là. Les sous-marins aussi, on va voir. On va voir plusieurs choses. Là. C'est la Navy Day. Après-midi, on va avoir les fireworks à 3h30. Donc, c'est pour ça que je fais ça de bonne heure, là. On va faire le russe, on va faire notre cours, on va faire les nouvelles, après on va faire le fire. On va faire 4 lives aujourd'hui. Fait que je vous avertis d'avance, là, on va avoir une grosse journée. Le Vlad, il va venir parler, là. J'ai vu un morceau de son speech un matin dans les nouvelles.
You're watching a live broadcast from St. Petersburg.
C'est à Saint-Pétersbourg.
Every year,
Écoutez.
the last day of July, Russia marks Navy Day. Today, in line with the President's decision, St. Petersburg will host a 6th edition of the main military parade in Russia. Today marks the 300th anniversary since the birth of the great reformer, Peter the Great. And today, you'll witness a procession of modern steel ships, corvettes, battleships, and frigates. Diesel-powered and nuclear-powered submarines. You'll see a flyover of the Naval Air Force. St. Petersburg history is closely tied with shipbuilding and navy. Under Peter the Great, it The Navy used to be part of the reputation and image of this city. It was supposed to be an imposing and impressive capital. That's the city from where Peter the Great built a window into Europe, according to the metaphor that is always used in Russian history books. St. Petersburg became the capital of Russia, and the navy built by Peter the Great has always been an instrumental part in Russia's foreign policy. It also contributes to the growth of the economy and the growth of Russia's standing internationally. The navy has a presence in the global ocean. It explores the Arctic and secures Russia's economic interests. It is also taking part in the special military operation. Today, the President of Russia, Vladimir Putin, has signed decrees to establish the new naval charter and the new maritime doctrine.
C'est Vlad. Vlad va venir parler. Vlad's gonna come and talk.
Reporting is the Admiral Yevmenov, who's head of the Navy. We are beginning the signing ceremony. The President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, is signing a decree to establish the new military Navy doctrine for the Russian Federation. President Vladimir Putin is signing a decree to establish a new naval charter for the Russian Federation. The signing ceremony is now over.
Il a signé un nouveau decree pour
And that ceremony took take place at the Peter and Paul Fortress. The naval units are now waiting for the signal to start the parade.
Sylvie, allô tout le monde. La parade va commencer là.
We're just a few minutes away from the start of the main military Navy parade. The commander of the Navy, Admiral Nikolai Yevmenov, is currently in the Peter and Paul Fortress, and he will receive the reports from the commanders of the fleets on their readiness for the main Navy parade. We can now see the broadcast from Severomorsk, the headquarters of the Northern Fleet. The Northern Fleet is ready for the main Navy parade. Admiral Maisev. We now see a broadcast from the city of Baltisk, the headquarters of the Baltic Fleet. The Baltic Fleet is ready for their main Navy parade by Admiral Vina. Thank you. And we now see Sevastopol, the HQ of the Black Sea Fleet. The Black Sea Fleet is ready for the main military parade. Commander of the Black Sea Fleet, Admiral Osipov. Thank you. And we now move to Kaspiysk, the headquarters of the Caspian Flotilla. The Caspian Flotilla is ready for the main Navy parade. Counter-Admiral Pashkov. Thank you. And we can now see a live broadcast from the Russian naval facility in Tartus, Syria. The naval facility in Syria is ready for the main Navy parade. First rank Captain Dobrinin. Thank you. And the commander of the Navy will now report to the Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Federation of Armed Forces, the President of the Russian Federation,
Bon, on attend, je sais pas quoi, là. Allô, tout le monde? On attend après quelque chose. En passant, les fuckers ont attaqué Sébastopol le matin. Fait que c'est pas funny, ça. Je vais en parler dans les nouvelles. Fait qu'on attend, là. Ils vont tous partir, là. Je sais pas, là. J'ai jamais vu ça, fait que je peux pas vous guider, là. I've never seen this, so I cannot guide you, but they're all gonna start moving or doing something very soon. They attacked Sevastopol, the fuckers, this morning. I'm going to talk about this in the news, but now let's enjoy. Oh, they're waiting for Vlad. Here we go. I think he's going to come and speak. I know he speaks at one point, but I don't know where. He should speak before this whole thing starts.
This is the president coming out of the Peter and Paul Fortress to receive the report of the commander of the Navy, Admiral Yevmenov. Comrade Commander-in-Chief, the Navy is ready for the main Navy parade. Admiral Yevmenov reporting. The President said Happy Navy Day to the band. So now watching the main military parade that is about to start. You can now hear the salvo of the saluting battery of the Peter and Paul Fortress, and that marks the launch of celebrations of Russia's Navy Day. Commander-in-Chief of the Russian Armed Forces will now board a boat, as well as the Minister of Defense and the Commander of the Navy. And that boat will now inspect the warships in the Neva. The tradition goes back to the 18th century. Previously, it used to be a procession, a demonstration of the warships, which were not regular. They also demonstrated war trophies captured from the enemy. In 1714, Peter the Great signed a decree to hold annual naval Victoria's Days with festive religious services, parades, procession of troops and fireworks after the Battle of Gangot. The 54 gunship of the line Poltava is the flagship in this main Navy parade as a symbol of historical continuity. It used to be the first ship of the line with a large displacement built in the St. Petersburg shipyard. And according to the log of the Tsar, it says that the Emperor himself took part in the first steps to build the Poltava ships. And that marked a new capability for Russia to have a regular navy presence in the Baltic Sea. You can now see the Veliki Ustuk Buyanem-class corvette, which represents the Caspian Flotilla. It is commanded by Captain Second Rank Maxim Nikiforov. The President welcomes the crew of the ship. They salute him back and he wishes them Happy Navy Day. The Buyan M-class corvette represents a new generation of warships. It can operate both in the sea and on the rivers. It has the vertical launching system for caliber cruise missiles, which have proven its high efficiency in combat operations. On the 14th of May, 1829, Mercury, an Imperial Russian Navy 18-gun warship, defeated two fast Turkey battleships that had a tenfold advantage in artillery. And that's why this Mercury ship received St. George ensign. There used to be 7 of these battleships, and right now the President's boat is approaching an 8th Mercury, the lead ship, the flagship of Russia's newest class of corvettes, led by Captain Third Rank Alexander Lavrentiev. The corvette will now be finalizing the tests, and once it's commissioned, Russia will once again have a battleship with the name Mercury in its fleet. The President welcomes the crew. They salute him back. And he wishes them Happy Navy Day. Hooray! They shout back. You'll now see the Soviet Navy Admiral Gorshkov frigate of the Admiral Gorshkov class, led by Captain First Rank Igor Krochmal. It's the newest class of frigates that incorporates the use of stealth technology. Earlier this year, it held a Zircon hypersonic cruise missile test. It was a direct hit. Happy Navy Day. Hooray! And you can now see the St. Petersburg, a later class project diesel-electric attack submarine of the new advanced class of Russian submarines, led by Captain Third Rank Artem Gavrilov. The President welcomes the crew. They salute him back. Happy Navy Day. Hooray! It's a fourth generation diesel-electric submarine developed as a highly improved version of the Project 636 with better acoustic signature and new combat systems. Top submerged speed is 21 knots. The submarine is designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, defense of naval bases, seashore and sea lanes, as well as conducting reconnaissance. It can carry Onyx or Caliber anti-ship cruise missile. The President has reviewed the boats in the Neva and will now move to the Admiralty embankment. You can see the Kronstadt part of the parade. You can see them in Kronstadt Harbor. Since they have a big size, they cannot be present in the Neva. And you can now see Severodvinsk, a Yasin-class nuclear-powered cruise missile submarine, led by Captain First Rank Maxim Zinatulin. On the 4th of October 2021, the submarine conducted the Zircon hypersonic cruise missile test, finalizing the test for this new formidable weapon. You can now see Vapor, a third-generation Project 971, NATO reporting name Akula II class, a nuclear-powered attack submarine led by Captain First Rank Mikhail Belov. In 2020, the submarine was the first of the Akula classes to be refurbished to carry the Caliber-type missiles. The boat carrying the President will now stay at the Admiralty embankment.
Hey, c'est super cool, hein? C'est super beau, hein, Martine? Tout le monde? On voit des affaires super cool. Et il va parler à Mané Vlad, là. J'ai hâte de voir ce qu'il va dire, là. Là, elle arrive. Ah, tu vois-tu, on n'a pas le droit de regarder ça. Fait que, on le regarde quand même, esti. See, we don't have the right to watch it, but we're watching it anyway. As-tu vu comment il était aimé, là, les madames, ils le regardaient, là, puis il y avait un gros sourire pendu jusqu'aux oreilles. Ah, c'est là qu'ils vont parler. C'est là. On écoute, on écoute.
At ease. You will now see the state flag of the Russian Federation and also St. Andrew's flag, the naval ensign of the Russian Federation. You can see some older banners that have been the symbol of valor and the sacred unity to defend motherland. St. George's flag would also be flying over the Admiralty. And the Aurora banner. The colors flying over St. Petersburg symbolize the achievements and the efforts by Russian and Soviet sailors in defending the national interests of their homeland. At ease. The President of the Russian Federation, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. Comrade sailors, midshipmen, petty officers, generals and admirals, dear veterans, dear citizens of Russia, my congratulations. Happy Navy Day. This is a great holiday, loved and worshipped by the people of Russia. It's dear to the heart of everyone who's served or is serving today in the Navy. We honor all of you, all the generations of those who defended on the maritime borders. We honor the past generations of officers and sailors. We acknowledge your valor, courage, and devotion. The parades are now being held in the main military bases: Severomorsk, Kaspiysk, Sevastopol, Baltiysk, and St. Petersburg, the naval capital of Russia. We have the two crown jewels, the Neva and Kronstadt. This year, we're also marking the 300th anniversary of Peter the Great, the man who founded Russia's fleet. Russia emerged as a navy empire under his leadership. It gained influence and standing on the international scene. Navy and Russian statehood are one piece thanks to Peter the Great. The Navy has always been an instrumental part of all the landmark events in Russia's history. It went through great trials and tribulations. It achieved great victories, and we are proud of this. We've known examples of heroism of multiple sailors, shipbuilders, and researchers. These are people with versatile background, seasoned professionals. It's all about camaraderie, it's about courage, it's about strong will that is on display by both the officers and regular sailors. These are multi-century traditions, and they are now laid down in the new Naval Charter, as well as the new maritime doctrine that I signed today. We've outlined Russia's national interests openly, or vital strategic interests. Primarily, these are our Arctic, the Black Sea, the Baltic Strait, Coral Straits, Sea of Okhotsk. We will defend our interests in those territories with any means. We need to rely on our capabilities, and anyone who'd like to endanger our sovereignty will get a strong response. We have a strong footprint. We have our naval, surface, submarine, coastal guard systems that we continuously improve. Hypersonic Zircon system has no match in the world. There are no barriers to this type of armament. Comrades, it will be commissioned, it will be sent to the Russian naval forces very soon, and the Admiral Gorshkov will be the first to get those systems. And we will select the area of deployment for Admiral Gorshkov with a view to protect the most important regions. One of the key priorities is protecting the livelihoods and the living standards of the shipbuilders and the sailors, anyone who serves in the Navy and supports in the Navy. We need to take resolute action today, given the challenges we're facing. And I believe that the new generation of sailors and officers is a formidable force that we can rely on. The homeland for everyone is a sacred concept. We need to defend it. That's the meaning of life for everyone. I believe in you, and I thank you for your service. Glory to the Navy of Russia. Hooray!
Avez-vous, il a parlé de l'Arctique. Vlad a toujours dit que l'Arctique appartenait à la Russie. Ça veut dire que c'est un message à Trudeau, là, puis Canada. Si tu reviens en Arctique, tu vas te faire ramasser par nous autres. Ça, c'est l'hymne national de la Russie. So, he said a clear message to Canada and Trudeau. Arctic belongs to us, and don't mess with us. Ça fait plusieurs fois. Many times he said the Arctic belongs to them. Very interesting. I wonder what is in this new decree of his. Je me demande c'est quoi dans ces nouveaux décrets, c'est quoi. Vraiment intéressant cette chose.
You will next see the parade formations of the surface ships of the Navy. This column will soon move past the embankments of the city. All the warships are different by their capability, by their engine systems, and even physical principles they rely on. The maritime part of the parade is now open. A group of boats led by Captain First Rank Georgi Daktarov opens the maritime part of the parade. First you have the boat P468. It's a Grechona-class anti-saboteur boat led by Warrant Officer Maxim Filipov. Now you can see the P471 Grechona-class anti-saboteur boat named after a hero of Russia, commander of the Air Assault Company with the Baltic Fleet Marines, Vladimir Nosov, led by Warrant Officer Vyacheslav Krivanogov. These boats have been deployed in the port of Tartus, Syria, and they're also present in the Kerch Strait. You can now see the Nachimovets, a Grechona-class anti-saboteur boat led by Warrant Officer Vitaly Kasyanov. The Russian naval banner is an official symbol. It's called St. Andrew's flag.
Merci,
After the
Lucas.
first called apostle,
On reste on topic, tout le
the
monde.
patron saint of Russia.
On sait tout ça. On parle pas de ça, là. Pour être flagué.
The warships and the submarines with the St. Andrew's flag flying over them demonstrate Russia's readiness to defend its national interests in any part of the planet's ocean. You can now see a formation of the Serna-class air cavity system landing craft, led by Captain Third Rank Yevgeny Kazakov. Next is the Ivan Paschal landing craft. It carries the Peter the Great's Baltic, a miniaturized scaled-down warship that inspired the Emperor to build a navy, and it is therefore known as the grandfather of the Russian Navy. Peter the Great believes that a boat is an ideal model of society. It relies on nature's laws and is constantly fighting the elements of nature. You can now see the D-67 Serna-class landing craft. It carries a Typhoon-class mine-resistant ambush-protected armor vehicle of the 155th Guard Separate Marine Brigade of the Pacific Fleet. It received this privilege for its massive heroism and valor in defending Russia's interests during military conflicts. It is
Navy
led
Day.
by Senior Warrant Officer Andrei Bodrov. We can now see a formation of the Raptor-class high-speed patrol boats led by Captain Third Rank Alexander Korchuganov. Next is a all-female crew led by leading seaman Oksana Zabrodina. It's the Yevgeny Kolesnikov boat.
Ce bateau-là, c'est
Next
juste
is the
des femmes.
P436 Raptor-class patrol boat, which represents the Caspian Flotilla. led by Senior Warrant Officer Vadim Gadzhikuliyev. They have taken part in the special military operation. It now features an assault weapon and new protection systems. It also boasts the legendary 71st Naval Guards Rifle Brigade banner. Soviet Navy's legendary cruiser Krasny Kavkaz supported Soviet troops during the siege of Odessa, siege of Sevastopol, and the Kerch Feodossia operation in the winter of 1941-1942 during World War II. You can now see the Yun Armies of Tatarstan. It's a Grechona-class submertow boat, led by Warrant Officer Albert Erzimanov. A formation of minesweepers is now on display, led by Captain 3rd Rank Konstantin Kuzovlev. It took part in the special military operation and helped to demine the ports of Mariupol, Berdansk, and the coastal areas of the Sea of Azov. The minesweepers of the Baltic Fleet have removed over 60 explosion threats for the gas pipeline. You can now see the Pavel Hanov minesweeper led by Captain 3rd Rank Vyacheslav Gubkin. It's covered a distance of more than 15,000 nautical miles. It's been upgraded and is now one of the best in this subclass around the world.
Oui, on les a déjà vus, les sous-marins. Mais je suis sûr qu'on va en avoir d'autres.
Next is the newest Alexander Obukhov class of minesweepers, named after World War II veteran, commander of the armored boats of the Baltic Fleet, Alexander Obukhov. It is led by Captain 3rd Rank Sergei Pozhidayev. The main feature of Project 12700 is a monolithic fiberglass hull shaped by vacuum infusion, a modern construction method which results in a lighter hull with longer service life. The ships of this class are designed to use various flails as well as teleguided and autonomous unmanned underwater vehicles and unmanned surface ships to disable or to destroy mines at safe distances. You can now see a surface action group of missile ships and boats of the Baltic Fleet, led by Captain 2nd Rank Sergei Dedusenko. And you can now see the Zelony Dol Buyanem class corvette, led by Captain 2nd Rank Artem Starkov. It's one of the ships built by Zeleny Dol shipyard. These ships are primarily designed for operations within littoral zones to protect Russia's vast coastal areas. Due to the small tonnage, they can operate even within shallow parts of oceans and the seas and Russia's river systems. The Zeleny Dol corvette is equipped with a vertical launching system for either Caliber or Onyx anti-ship cruise missiles, significantly enhancing combat capabilities. Next is the next generation Ardin Savar Karakurt class corvette, led by Captain second rank Sergei Borisenko. Ships of this class have a stealth-shaped superstructure with an integrated mast carrying 4-phased area radar panels. The primary armament consists of caliber cruise missiles. Additionally, the corvettes are equipped with an automatic dual-purpose gun and an anti-missile defense system.
Là, derrière l'air à votre fun avec ses générales.
Missile boat, the Molniya class missile boat. It carries a supersonic ramjet powered anti-ship cruise missile system Mosquite. Mosquite missiles are capable of intensive anti-defense maneuvers. It has a strong kinetic energy. It can torpedo even a cruiser. It has no match around the world. And finally, you have the boats by Border Security Division of the Federal Security Service, the Maritime Security Inspection, and the Emergencies Ministry of Russia. And once again we can see Kronstadt, a symbolic place for every Russian sailor. Russia's Navy entire history is closely tied with this city. You can now see the Air Force flying over the Baltic area. These planes will come to St. Petersburg from as far as 700 kilometers. The pilots need to come on time despite the weather conditions so that they can take part in the flyover. It's a complex and delicate effort. For a third time, these Kronstadt ships are welcomed by yachtsmen on their own boats. Here you have the four-mast set-offs. It's the biggest ship of this kind, led by Captain Romashkin. Georgy Sedov was a legendary researcher, and this boat marks its 100-year anniversary this year. Russia is a great maritime power. Its status is defined by its geography. It's washed by the waters of 3 oceans. Russia's researchers made geographical discoveries. It explored new lands. Russia's navy scored multiple victories. Russian science and industry has contributed to shipbuilding, both for surface ships and submarines. The maritime part of the parade in Kronstadt begins with the display of the main classes of ships of the closer maritime zone. And the first one is the Dimitrovgrad ammonia-class missile boat led by Lieutenant Commander Marat Khanipov. It carries the Mosquito supersonic ramjet-powered anti-ship cruise missile systems that are capable of intensive anti-defense maneuvers. It can operate under severe climatic conditions. You can now see Passat, a Nanuchka-class corvette led by Commander Alexander Batura. They have low displacements but are very efficient. These ships have received the nickname Gadflies in the Navy. They carry 6 Malachit medium-range anti-ship missiles and air defense systems. These Gadflies can destroy large surface boats and airborne troops. Next is the Sovetsk, a Karakurt-class small missile ship led by Captain 3rd rank Alexander Razin. Ships of this class have a stealth-shaped superstructure with an integrated mast carrying 4-phased array radar panels. It can destroy a major coastal or surface target of the enemy. It has no match in the world. The primary armament consists of the Caliber cruise missiles. Additionally, corvettes are equipped with an automatic dual-purpose gun and anti-missile defense systems. Going forward, it may also receive the Zircon hypersonic cruise missiles, which cannot be intercepted by any missile system. Next is the anti-submarine warfare ships. These ships protect the naval base of Leningrad or St. Petersburg, and they also take part in the test of the latest pieces of weaponry. Now you can see the Orengoy class small anti-submarine warfare ships. Next is the Kazanets, commanded by Dmitry Plagov. They provide anti-submarine support. This Parchim class boats were originally built by the Soviet Union to replace the obsolete sub-hunters of the Volksmarine, the fleet of East Germany. Their full speed is 25 knots. Their guns had a 1,000 round per meter rate of fire and were fed by independent 500 round ammunition belts. The Parchims are capable of transporting and laying up to 60 mines per mission. Next is a column of short-range and long-range multi-purpose ships. They can help fend off attacks from surface ships and submarines, and they can ensure the safety of shipping. They can block seaports and coastal areas. You can now see the Stoichi corvette. It belongs to the Steregushi class, led by Captain 3rd rank Artur Gariban. It can engage enemies both on the sea and on land. Its hull is made of composite materials. It boasts the Uran and Redoute air defense systems, multi-purpose artillery and torpedo systems, and also multi-purpose helicopter. Passing by is the Guards corvette Sobrozitelny, led by Captain 2nd rank Ruslan Smirnov. It belongs to the Steregushi class. In July 2012, the corvette was awarded the name Guards, the status of the Guards corvette. It builds on its successes from Soviet times. Project 61 boat used to carry that name. And before that, another warship that took part in World War II and defended Soviet Crimea and Caucasus. You can now see the Yaroslav Mudry, a Neustrashimy class frigate of the Baltic Navy, of the Baltic Fleet of the Russian Navy, led by Captain 3rd rank Sergei Karatych. This ship is the second of the class, known in Russia as Project 11540 Yastreb, or Hawk. The ship is designed to search for, detect and track enemy submarines, to provide anti-ship and anti-submarine protection, and to support military operations of the Russian army, ensuring the landing of naval assault forces and other tasks. Its speed is up to 30 knots. It also carries a helicopter as well as a 100mm artillery piece. You can now see the Ladoga, a Purga-class patrol ship led by Captain 2nd rank Al Andreyevsikov. This is a new generation border patrol vessel with an icebreaker capability, allowing its independent navigation in areas with ice thickness of up to 0.6 meters. It can protect Russia's borders on the sea. It can also take part in control over biological resources, fighting counterfeit and illegal maritime shipping, and in counter-terrorist operations. It detained 21 boats that violated Russia's borders, and 34 boats that violated Russia's environmental protection legislation. You can now see the Perikop, the second ship of the Smolny-class training ship of the Russian Navy, led by Captain 2nd rank Sergei Sarovchenko. It was the platform for about 40,000 trainees and interns. It visited 29 countries and covered a distance of 450,000 nautical miles. And in 2019, it made it into the records book of the Russian Armed Forces for moving along the Northern Sea route and restoring the burial place of Vitus Bering, who discovered Alaska. And now you can see the Magadan, a diesel-electric attack submarine led by Captain Second Rank Dmitry Kulikov. It's the third of the diesel-electric submarines of the Varshavanka class. It belongs to the Pacific Fleet. These attack submarines are mainly intended for anti-shipping and anti-submarine operation in relatively shallow waters. The boats are equipped with improved sonar capability that includes a mine detection and avoidance sonar. It has an automated information management system. Its main armament is 6 torpedo silos that can carry and launch both torpedoes and missiles. And now you can see the Ivan Gren, the first landing ship of the Ivan Gren class, Russian designation Project 11711. It's led by Captain Second Rank Andrei Zharkov. This ship has a capacity to carry up to 13 main battle tanks, 40 armored personnel carriers or infantry fighting vehicles, and 300 troops. It can land pontoons that can serve as a bridge, and that will be used to transport the troops and heavy hardware. The flyover is about to begin over Senate Square. The altitudes will range between 150 to 400 meters, while their speed will be between 180 to 550 kilometers. The flyover is now open. It's led by a tactical group of MIL Mi-8 MTV multi-purpose assault transport helicopters. Now you can see Kamov Ka-31R Helix early warning helicopter. It's escorted by 3 Ka-29 TV assault transport naval helicopters led by Igor Nekrasov. And now you can see Kamov Ka-27M naval helicopters intended for anti-submarine warfare, led by Major Igor Ivanov. Right now in the skies you can see a pair of Antonov AN-72 Kohler multi-purpose transport aircraft. They can operate from unprepared airfields, snow or ice, led by Major Mikhail Yakovlev. Now you can see a Beryov B-200 amphibious aircraft and 2 Sukhoi Su-27P flanker jets which provide fighter coverage. And now you can see a tactical group of the near sea zone comprising Ilyushin Il-38 and naval aircraft and 2 Sukhoi Su-27P flanker fighters. led by Guards Major Alexander Friedrich. Next are special purpose planes Tupolev Tu-154M Careless and the Tupolev Tu-134, a 4 Krusty special purpose planes, led by Major Mikhail Fidukin. Long range naval aviation is represented by a group of Tupolev Tu-142 BRF, the biggest and fastest strategic turboprop anti-submarine warfare aircraft, escorted by Mikoyan MiG-29K Fulcrum carrier-based multi-role fighter aircraft, led by Gazmea Vitaly Batyrov. And you can now see Sukhoi Su-24M Fencer D Naval Attack Variable Sweep Wing planes, led by Gazmea Vasily Yeronov. Next up are the best all-weather long-range supersonic interceptor aircraft, Mikoyan MiG-31S Foxhound, led by Major Dmitry Pogorelsky. A group of Sukhoi Su-25 Frogfoot ground attack aircraft of the Russian Airspace Force are concluding the flyover. They are painting the skies over St. Petersburg in the colors of the Russian flag. They're led by Colonel Alexander Kotov. The maritime doctrine of the Russian Federation, which the President approved today, it prioritizes domestic shipbuilding, the development of Russia's coastal regions and maritime research. It also defines marine areas where the country's vital interests are. This elevates the role of the Navy as a key tool for significantly reducing the impact of external influences in all types of Russian maritime activities. You can now see the parade of the troops. The honor units carry the state flag of the Russian Federation and the banner of the Navy. The parade is led by the combined formation of the Kronstadt Naval Cadet Corps for several years in a row. all Corps graduates have been enrolling in naval schools thanks to a robust career guidance process. Next is the combined formation of the St. Petersburg Nakhimov Naval School. Established during the Great Patriotic War of World War II, the school has trained more than 15,000 graduates over these years. Marching through the Admiralty embankment are the members of the Unarmia, led by Vladimir Kuzmin. And now you can see the representatives of the Research Center, led by Vice Admiral Mr. Sokolov. This center trains professionals, captains of formations and ships. Now you can see the officers of the Naval Polytechnic Institute. More than 360 graduates have become admirals and generals. 24 of them have been awarded with the highest distinction of the country, a gold star of a hero of the Russian Federation. Now, as we said, the Naval Polytechnic University is the only naval academy in Russia that trains engineers for the Navy, and there are 14 degrees. Students of the Naval Institute are parading through the embankment. More than 100 of the Institute graduates have been named heroes of the Soviet Union or the Russian Federation. Many of them have made important contributions in fostering and promoting Russia's culture, statehood, glory and greatness. The next is the Joint Naval Training Center. It helps to train anti-terrorist units for the Navy's warships. And finally, you have the combined band of the Russian Navy, conducted by Captain Second Rank Valentin Lashenko. And this marks the end of the parade. Glory to the Russian Navy. It's always protected Russia's maritime borders in any part of the world.
C'était super cool, hein? C'est super beau à voir. Bon, attendez une seconde, là. Hey, c'était vraiment intéressant, ça, hein? C'était vraiment, vraiment intéressant. Je suis contente qu'on a pu s'asseoir pour regarder ça ensemble. Bon, là, je vais finir le dîner, là. Puis après ça, je vais faire mon cours russe. Après ça, on va faire les nouvelles. Puis après ça, on va revenir à 3h30. On va voir le fireworks de la Navy Day. Fait qu'on va voir les fireworks tantôt, là. Yvan, puis Martine, puis Paulette. Merci. Thank you, Paulette, for your kind words. Okay, so now I'm going to finish eating. Then I'm going to do my Russian course. Then the news. Then make sure you're here at 3:30 because we have the fireworks of the Navy Day. That's going to be super cool to watch. So thank you, everybody, for joining. If you can support my work, don't forget to support my work if you can. And I will see you soon. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye.